Hello guys, you're welcome back. So this Christian family were shocked by the miracle of Quran. What could that be? Let's find it out.
So the sign, right? So a lot of people, they're completely unaware that Muslims believe in Jesus as well, right? And we actually hold Jesus in a very high status in our religion as well, right? So I don't know if you guys are familiar, but a Muslim cannot be a Muslim unless he accepts Jesus as the Messiah, the Son of Mary. So let's say if you want to become Muslim, but you don't accept Jesus as the Messiah, then you won't be officially a Muslim unless you accept Jesus as the Messiah, the Son of Mary.
What about the Son of God?
So we do not believe that Almighty God has children. We believe Almighty God is far different than His creation, and that only His creation has offspring, only His creation eats, sleeps, prays, and stuff like that. This is not befitting for the Almighty, most merciful Creator. We see God in a completely different, in a different angle. You know, I'm guessing you guys are Christians?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So there's a lot of similarities between Christianity and Islam, but there are differences as well, right?
Yeah.
Mainly it's our interpretation of how we view Almighty God. So that's mainly our differences, is how we view Almighty God, and certain instances regarding Jesus as well, where we have certain differences.
Right.
But we have many, many similarities as well. Like we both believe in Adam. We both believe in Noah, Moses. We all believe in the same prophets, right? But our stories are just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have some other prophets like Muhammad.
Yes. We have, as Muslims, we believe in all the prophets. We don't pick and choose who we want to believe and who we don't want to believe. If they claim to be a prophet from God, right, and they prove that they are a prophet of God, we would be rebellious to deny a prophet of God. That would make us rebellious, and those who are rebellious are those who are ungrateful. You understand?
Yeah.
So I would love to offer you guys a few gifts if that's okay with you guys.
I love a gift.
If that's okay with you, I know she's a little hesitant.
I am a lover of understanding.
Absolutely, and that's a beautiful thing, because this Quran, right? It's a very, very powerful, very, very sacred book. It's extremely, extremely sacred book, right? And it's a very, very special book too. It's a very blessed book, right? In the Quran, it actually has challenges within the book. It challenges the readers in the book to use your brain. Like, I want you to challenge this book. Does this book really seem like a book from God? Or if it's any other book than the book from God, you will all automatically know as the creation of God what is not from God. You understand?
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I would love to share with you a few verses of the Quran, if that's okay with you. So I want to show you, this is the original Quran right here in Arabic.
Yeah.
You see, so as Muslims, we've been taught to memorize the entire book. We read it from right to left.
Right.
In English, they read it from left to right. So there's Muslims all over the globe, starting at the age of 5, that have memorized this entire book verbatim, letter for letter, word for word. In Japan, there's Japanese children starting at the age of 5 memorize in Arabic. In China, they memorize in Arabic. In Brazil, they memorize in Arabic. In Europe, they memorize in Arabic. In Germany, they memorize in Arabic. In Africa, they memorize in Arabic. Right? They memorize the original, then they translate it into their respective languages. Right? So one of the verses. So you guys are in a little bit of a hurry.
No.
Okay.
No, I was just trying to figure out when my daughter got
Yeah, she's wandered off somewhere.
Okay, no problem.
Remember?
So I wanted to share with you guys a verse of the Holy Quran, right? That talks about that it talks about the challenge of the Quran, right? So I'll go ahead and recite it for you in Arabic, and then I'll translate it in English. So I'll go ahead and show you, as Muslims, we don't even need the book. We don't need to look at the book and recite it. We've been taught to memorize the book verbatim.
Yeah.
So let's say if you were to throw away all the Qurans in the ocean right now, we would instantly be able to create a new one, because it's memorized in the hearts and the minds of people.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, same thing.
Like a book about.
So you wouldn't.
Like the Jewish people did the same thing. But we also memorized our Bible.
Yeah, absolutely.
To memorize our
Well, I mean, there are people who know verses of the Bible, but since there's many different versions of the Bible, it doesn't like, there's not like one particular Bible that everyone follows. So there's not like a canon that, hey, memorize this. when it comes to the Quran, there's only one Quran. So if you were to memorize it, let's say if you memorize the King James Bible, what about the New Revised Edition? What about the the different
Yeah, I agree with that because I have a problem with that. All the different Bibles.
Yeah, because
Christian Bibles.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, the Jews have that tradition of memorizing and reciting, and very, very similar. So I'll go ahead and share with you the verses, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and recite it in Arabic, and then I'll translate it in English, okay? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإن كنتم في ريب مما نزلنا على عبدنا فأتوا بسورة من مثله وادعوا شهداءكم من دون الله إن كنتم صادقين فإن لم تفعلوا ولن تفعلوا فاتقوا النار التي وقودها الناس والحجارة أعدت للكافرين. So it says right here, right? It says in the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. It says right here on chapter 2, verse 22 to 23 to 25, it says this is the challenge that the Quran gives its readers, right? That if you are in doubt about what we have revealed to our servant Muhammad, then produce a chapter like it and call your helpers other than Allah if what you say is true. But you are unable to do so, and you will never be able to do so. Then fear the fire, fueled with people and stones, which is prepared for the disbelievers. So this Quran challenges its readers that if you do not believe this is a book from God, I dare you to come up with anything like it. Come up with even one chapter like it. And the smallest chapter in the Quran is only 10 words. And it's been over 1400 years and no one has been able to challenge this claim. That's why Islam is the most slandered religion in the world. They slander the religion because they cannot take apart the book. You understand? There's a reason behind that. There's people out here, right, that are trying to hide the truth from the people. And that's why we have to do our due diligence, that if we do know the truth and we do have some knowledge, we must go out and share the knowledge with each and every single person, right?
Yeah. Well,
So
we love some gifts.
okay, of course. This is a gift from me to you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You said, okay, well, waiting for gifts now. Okay, beautiful. I'd love to offer you another book as well, right? Which is a brief illustrated guide to understanding Islam, right? And another book as well, since you guys are our fellow Christian brothers and sisters, is My Great Love for Jesus Led Me to Islam.
Okay.
Okay? Do you guys have any questions at all?
I have a question. What's the difference between Islam and Judaism?
Yeah, there's many differences between Islam and Judaism, but there's similarities. Let me just finish up with them really quick, and I'll answer any questions that you have, okay? Yes.
Are these mats?
Yes, these are prayer mats, all from the holy city of Mecca as well. Guys, please feel free to take any ones that you like. Whatever color you like, feel free to take it. Don't be shy, please, okay? Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I'd love to offer you some bags as well, so it's easier for you guys to carry it as well.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful. So, what do you guys have any questions about what I mentioned to you guys earlier?
I think it's really great what you're doing. I mean, I'm going to check this out. I'm going to check out the Quran. Obviously, I love Jesus. I'm a Christian.
Beautiful.
I love to read.
We love Jesus as well, my dear sister.
I know.
Yes.
That's why I walked over.
Okay, cool. Okay, beautiful.
And I can't wait to check it out. And God bless. I'm so glad
Absolutely.
that I was able to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Abdul Wahab. That means the servant of the giver.
All right.
Yes,
All right,
absolutely.
I'm Jada Nation. It means knowing it.
Beautiful. Absolutely, my brother. So you have any questions at all, or you guys are good? Beautiful. My last book I'm going to give you is You Should Know This Person, Muhammad, which is known as the final prophet of God. Also the most influential man in history as well, okay?
Okay.
Beautiful.
Since you want to hear how you answer.
Okay, absolutely. And also I have, did I offer you this as well? Okay, so I gave you guys a prayer mat, right? Along with it comes a prayer guide that teaches you, right? That teaches you exactly how to worship the Almighty Creator, okay? Beautiful. So now to go to your question, first of all, what's your name, brother?
I'm Dante.
Dante, my name is Wahab. Abdul Wahab, servant of God. Wa alaikum assalam. Of course, brother. Yeah, go ahead. Yes. This for you? Beautiful. It's okay. It's a pleasure meeting you. Yeah, so would you like to stand in the front so it's easy for me to talk? Okay, cool. So, your question was, what is the difference between Islam and Judaism, right? So, no, I don't give Arabic Qurans.
Okay. What about the English and
This is Spanish. This is Spanish, this is English, and this is my personal Quran.
That's fine. No,
Yeah.
you have like a translation Arabic and English. Okay.
No, I only give English only.
Okay, I prefer Arabic. The Quran is in Arabic. It's in English.
Okay, sounds good then.
Thank you very much.
No problem, brother. So yes, the difference between Islam and Judaism, right? So first and foremost, right? One of the main things is the Jews. They believe they could challenge God. Okay, they believe, like, there's a story in the Talmud, right, of a group of rabbis that were invited to speak with God, right, and God commanded them to do a certain thing, but the rabbis, they started arguing with God, and they started challenging God on His authority, and they won the argument with God. And they said, and today the rabbis have won an argument against God. So there's some rabbis in the Jewish theology that believe that they are smarter than God and that they have laws that supersede the laws of God. So as Muslims, what a Muslim means is a person who hears and obeys. That means that a complete subservient to God. That whatever Almighty God tells you to do, we simply do it. Right? Another thing is the Jews, they believe they don't accept Jesus as the Messiah, and they don't accept Prophet Muhammad as the final prophet of Almighty God. Right?
So is Jesus like you said, Muhammad's the final prophet?
Muhammad is the final prophet of God that came with the final book.
So Muhammad's bigger than Jesus?
No. We believe all the prophets have their own mission. Right? Jesus' mission has not yet been accomplished because Jesus is going to come back in the second coming as well. Muhammad's mission is already accomplished. Okay? But Jesus, his story is still to be written. As Muslims, we believe Jesus is going to come back in the second coming. And when he comes back in the second coming, that's when he's going to fulfill everything that Jesus is supposed to be.
How old is the story of Jesus Christ?
In the Quran? Probably, since probably about 2,000 years.
2,000 years.
Yeah.
So were there people on Earth longer than 2,000 years ago?
Absolutely, yes.
So who were they praying to before, like Jesus and Muhammad?
Yes, absolutely. So Almighty God sent many prophets to many different nations, to many different people, right? And Almighty God, the way that Almighty God works, right, is He sends different prophets to different people based on their languages and Almighty God sends people that look like you, that talk like you, to give the message to you. So we believe since the beginning of mankind, which was Adam and Eve, that these were the first prophets of God, which was Adam.
Who was here first, Adam or Eve?
Adam. So Adam and Eve, they were both placed on earth together.
Okay.
But we believe that Adam was created in paradise. Adam was created first.
Okay.
Yeah. But we believe that there's only one religion that was accepted by God, which is Islam.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's like the Islam that you guys teach, and like Farrakhan, is it the same?
It is similar, but there's differences as well. So what Farrakhan teaches is mainly to help the black community.
Yeah.
He's more about building up the black community back to where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because Christianity has done great damage to the black community. Because it's taken away your guys' names, your guys' original names. It took you away from your forefathers.
It's safe to say that like Islam did the same thing, because a lot of people don't know that Islam, they were like in the slave trade as well as the Christians. You understand?
Yes, there's good Muslims and there's bad Muslims.
Yeah.
I do agree. Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree. But that's not part of the religion. Where you understand, like for instance, trading slaves and stuff, that's not allowed in Islam.
Yeah.
So if Muslims did participate in the action, then they will be accountable by Allah. Allah will hold them accountable for that. And you have to understand, the idea of slavery in Islam is far different than slavery in Christianity. The slaves in Islam, you treat them just like your brother. They eat the same food as you. They sit with you. You know what I mean? It's not like an unjust treatment. You cannot treat your slaves unjustly. Yeah. All right, cool. Nice to meet you, brother.
Wow, that was so interesting. Well, it was really interesting the way the man actually explained everything about Islam to the Christian, family. I think it's only the husband and wife that are family. The other lady, I think she came on her own, and she was like, okay, even though I'm going to church, I'm a Christian, just give me the book, let me just go through it and everything. It's not that they wanted, what I can see from this video is the fact that they just wanted to learn just to know, for the knowledge of it, what Islam entails. But that doesn't mean they are planning to or they want to convert. I don't think they are wishing to do that anytime soon. But I'm not saying let's leave that one aside. Well, the guy is just trying to pass out some message, trying to explain to them why Islam is truth, the differences between the Islam and the Christianity. He also spoke about the prophet. One thing that I love about his explanation so well was when he said Prophet Muhammad is the last prophet, whereas Jesus is not the last prophet because he has not come to fulfill everything he's supposed to do on earth. I love the fact that they believe in the second coming of Jesus Christ. So he said Prophet Muhammad has, fulfilled everything. He has done everything. So that's why he's called the last prophet. So he has made sure everything was done. But Jesus, we are all expecting Jesus for his second coming to come and seal everything up, to seal things up. So I love the fact that they believe in the second coming of Jesus, and now I understand the reason why they call Prophet Muhammad last prophet. Jesus Christ is the prophet, but Prophet Muhammad is the last prophet. Now I understood it really better through this man's explanation. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash the script for more, like, share, and comment. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.